Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Well, yesterday we had a little snow. Today we got a little more, but we had a lot of wind. This is the driveway. I backed out of it this morning to take Lydia to get her shots. And that was at 7:15 this morning. I came home about 9 o'clock, and the tracks that I had left in the driveway pulling out were filled. And now the tracks that I left in the driveway coming back are filled. It's now noon. And that's all just wind. That's not snow coming down. That's just wind blowing the snow across the field. The roads weren't too bad going into Kalamazoo. A little icy this morning. Our road hadn't been plowed yet, but I think the snow plows went through so far this morning. I see there's snow piled up on this side. Richard went out with his tractor and cleared his driveway, and I waited until things settled down a little bit. And now I'm going to come out here and do our drive. Got an electric start. Runs off 110 volts. But it's been a really good snow blower. This engine has run like a top. Makes everything so much easier. Still have to get the tractor inside the workshop, but we're working on that. Lots of jobs take second place to what I'm trying to get done at the moment. The snowblower sure has made life better though. I could do this with a grader, but I'd have snow piled up like Richard does at the end of his driveway. That's all. Grader works really good, pushes snow, but it doesn't get rid of it. It doesn't lift it up and over. Now he's got a front end loader on his tractor, and I think that's what makes it work for him. With that front end loader, he can move that pile of snow anywhere he wants to. With a grader blade, you get to drag it on the ground. You can push it a little bit, you can kind of shove it up a hill, but you really can't do much more than that. Well, that's enough for today. I still got a log splitter to work on. It's all welded, it needs to be ground a bit, and I got some other touch-up things I want to do to it. And that'll make the log splitter 99% done. I think I'm going to assemble the cylinder part of it in the basement. Because I want to get it painted, and painting it in the basement makes it stink in the house, but I'm going to venture it for just a little bit because I want to get that thing ready to go back together again, and I want to have it painted before I assemble it. Good news, Lydia went and had her shots in her back, the ablative surgery on her nerve, which is supposed to really start kicking in about 4 weeks, between 4 weeks and 8 weeks from now. But she's feeling good. She's taking a nap. I think part of that is the sedation that they gave her before she got the nerve shots. But I'm hoping that things go as well as we expect. The first set of shots worked really well. Second set of shots worked even better. This set is a different thing. They've stunned the nerve. They burned off the sheath on the nerve so that it doesn't transmit the pain signal out. At least that's the understanding that I have. And I'm hoping it works as well as I expect. They said it may take up to 8 weeks, which would put her out into March. And that's okay. If she's feeling good by the end of March, it's going to be really great. We'd like to be able to do some stuff this summer, maybe do some traveling, and I think that would be wonderful if she can get out and walk around a bit. So, that's all the big story and the update on Lydia, and showing you what my snowblower will do, and talking to you about what my neighbor's up to. And if you have any suggestions for new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.